Good morning.
Good morning.
We are on our way. Well, the first stop is to my parents' house. But we are on our way to, where are we going?
Chocolate factory.
Yes. There are these children's classes that you can take your kids to these really cool things, and they're all different classes. Today's class is some sort of chocolate making class, and I'm excited for it. I just hope that they let me record in the class, and they might not, because it's just like this official thing. If it feels too awkward, I'm not going to do it. I will take pictures though. Okay, so we are on our way to Glencoe.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to Glencoe. We're going to the, what's it called?
Chicago Botanic Garden.
Okay, and what are we doing there?
We're taking a chocolate class.
We're taking a chocolate class. Are you excited?
Yes.
That doesn't really sound excited. Say it. Are you excited?
Yes.
Okay, she's excited. This person's probably excited. Are you excited? Oh, they left. Look at this guy. He's sleeping. Are you asleep?
He looked like it.
Well, he's driving a Lincoln. I think he thinks that's a Tesla. It's going to drive itself. All right, stay clear of that guy.
Hey, we're almost there.
We're almost there. So, what we're going to do... Look, this guy's excited. I don't know if he waved at me, but he looked excited. So once we get there, we're going to stick our feet in other people's chocolate without them looking, and they're going to taste like feet. So, that'll be fun, right?
No.
You're not going to stick your feet in other people's chocolate?
No.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. Guys, look at this little, like, truck thing. It's actually really, really cool looking. It says off-road use only. So, obviously they mean like a bike path or something. They don't mean four-wheeling. They don't mean going through these moguls here. All right, so we're here. This is the classroom that we're going to. And I'm just gonna show you real quick. This is the classroom. You got all this cool stuff. I'm not sure they're gonna let me record in here. Plus, it's gonna be kind of a small class. Got a pretty neat view out there. Okay, so the class was over. It was super awesome. We got some pictures. We got these plants that we're gonna grow. We're gonna do that inside our guest bedroom, her playroom. Look at this cool little path for like a river, and it goes all the way around. Comes right back to here. It's pretty neat.
Stickers on the back of this.
That's cool.
It's bingo. So when you find something, we can mark it down.
All right, so we're going to go into a greenhouse right now, and lots of plants. I'm gonna check some of this cool stuff out, and just hang tight. I'll be right in there. Okay, so it's closed off back here, but I wish I could tell you how humid it is. It's warm and humid, and that's obviously the main purpose of a greenhouse, is that it stays humid and has warmth, because it is winter right now, and that's allowing these plants to thrive. They have a lot of plants here that wouldn't be thriving otherwise, and that's really awesome. That's, like I said, the point of a greenhouse, but it's super humid and super warm in here. Check this stuff out.
You remember Swiss cheese, slices of Swiss cheese and holes in them?
Yeah.
Remember that? Look at this. Look at this plant. The name of it is Swiss cheese plant.
It's pretty crazy. Not very scientific to name it that, but it does describe what the plant is. Okay, I thought that last one was humid and warm. I'm sweating because when it's humid out and super warm, moisture doesn't evaporate as easily. So it has nowhere to go and it sits on your skin. But check these out. These are blue dawn flowers. Check these out. We've got foxtail palms, which are right here. And I'm guessing the reason they're called foxtail palms is because foxtails, contrary to the size of the fox, are rather large. Their tails are large. So these branches and limbs are fairly large and fluffy compared to the actual tree. All right, we'll go over here and check this out. This reminds me of like a Spanish moss. Let's see what this is. See if it even tells us.
Oh, look, this is an orchid growing in a tree.
So this tree here has flowers that have been either been added to it or it's naturally growing from it.
Yes, this one right here. That one.
Member of the orchid family.
Called topiary, the one that was shaped
It looks like it's dendrobium. I mean, just look at how big that one leaf is. It's ginormous. Look at this. This is my hand almost touching it. Okay, so I'm curious to know how many of you can recognize what this tree is. Can you see that? Check it out. I didn't recognize it myself, but this is a banana tree. This tree is part of the banana tree family, and these leaves are ginormous. It's pretty neat. What we've stumbled across is what we came here to find is the cacao tree, which is right over here. I'll show you one of the pods. You can actually see one of the pods. Now the cacao pod grows on the trunk of the tree. It doesn't grow up high like the regular fruit would. It grows down on the trunk, which is very unique to the cacao tree. So that pod is a fruit. Check out some of these other flowers here. They're very vibrant. Okay, so the next one we're going into is more like a desert. It'll be super hot, yet super dry.
Hot or dry?
Shouldn't be as sticky in here. Let's go. This is where you'll see a lot of cactuses. Now it's warm, but I don't feel as
I was going to say
humid.
It's not as. It doesn't feel as warm.
Yeah, it doesn't feel as warm because the humidity isn't sticking to you like in the other two environments. Check out this.
Wow, how spiky that looks.
I would not want to run into this thing. Now these individual leaves, they don't look that bad, but the effect looks spiky. And then if you look even closer, there are spikes on this.
Look how sharp these are. If you ran
It's a
into
little
that,
bit deceiving, but that's a natural self-preservation technique that plants will use. Try to determine what plant this is, but those look like little bananas. Which is kind of funny.
No, I'm looking.
Those are most definitely seed pods. And over here you've got the balloon cactus. Very well named. The most notorious cactuses you'll see are these. This one's the giant Mexican cactus. Look how big those things are over there. They are elevated, probably 2.5 feet off the ground, but they're still super tall. And if you don't know that it takes forever for a cactus to grow, it takes a very long time for these things to grow. It's pretty neat. We're pretty much done with our adventure. We're heading home. Back here. What are you doing back there?
I'm taking a nap.
All right, guys. So we just got back to my parents' house. We've got a lot of goodies. I'll show you that stuff later. But we're going to go home. She's going to take a quick nap. I've got some stuff planned later. We've got these cool cocoa plant or cacao plants or whatever they're called, I guess. But I'm super stoked on these things. I got a desk plant for myself, like a little cactus that's super cool. But she's gonna go take a nap. We're gonna go home. I'll see you guys in just a second. But so far, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed our trip and adventure to the Chicago Botanic Gardens. That was awesome. Right?
Yeah.
That was awesome. That class was cool. The garden was cool. Today's been awesome. I'm just so stoked. See you in a second. Okay, so I made a New Year's resolution to myself, kind of a pact. I want to go through each room of the house and get rid of stuff I don't use, don't want, don't need. I've told my daughter this. I said, let's just get rid of things that you don't use. So I just went through her closet. I'm donating a bunch of clothes that don't fit. I told her, let's pick out some toys every now and then that you don't use, that you won't miss. Now, I know she's 5. She doesn't really understand what that means, but she says she won't miss this thing, so we're getting rid of it today. So here it is. This is a little horsey, obviously. The reason that I liked it is that my mom had one as a kid, and it reminded me of it, and I got it for about 15 bucks at the, it's kind of like a Goodwill. It's a local, smaller one, right down the street from my house. 15 bucks, I said, that's a heck of a deal, let's get it. She loved it. We named it Chippy, but she doesn't use it anymore. It takes up a lot of space on the floor, so it's going bye-bye. So this is the birdhouse. You obviously build it and paint it. I think it's 2 separate things. I think, like it's showing here, the wooden birdhouse. The other side of that is this mirror that you'll see, which would be suction cup to the glass. So I don't know if I'm going to put it on this window here, but I might, because that's pretty cool. We can see it. And then the feeder. I don't know where I'll put the feeder, but we'll figure that out later. That's super easy. Just super fun. So I'm going to get started on this probably after dinner. Alright guys, so that's a complete disaster. I'm reading the directions wrong, or maybe they're just difficult to understand. I kind of feel like it's me, because there's probably a lot of people that understand it and they do it right. I don't know what's going wrong. So one of the boards I think is backwards, which makes the other 2 sides on wrong, and then it just throws off everything. I also managed to splatter a little bit of paint. Instead of using the glue that they give me, instead of using the pegs that they give me, I'm gonna nail the thing together with tiny nails, and it'll work. I'll figure it out. I'll paint it later. I'll finish it tomorrow. Check out tomorrow's vlog. I'm gonna end it here, guys. It's the kid's bedtime soon. She's FaceTiming my mom. They're reading a book. Once they're done, she's going to bed. I'm calling it. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, whatever it is that you're gonna do. It's much appreciated. Have a good one.